I just don't think his body is in shape to be taking all that stuff that he took 5 years ago.
No.
So, but Nick will take it and he will hurt himself just to prove, that he can. So I just don't want Nick to hurt himself, trying to prove a point.
You were talking about AEW just a moment ago. There was a recent video, Bill, that I want you to tell us about that involved Mick Foley.
Yeah. Let me tell you about this. I had talked to Mick Foley when he and MJF had a meeting. He and Maxwell Jacob Friedman had a meeting about Mick Foley making one more match, one last comeback match, and he said that if it happens, he'd like to do it with MJF, that would be his great opponent. The two of them are Long Island kids. It would be magnificent. So let's go right now I spoke to Mick Foley remotely. So let's check out this video right now, what Mick Foley had to say about a match of him against MJF.
Hello, everyone. It's Mick Foley, and I am talking about who would be my opponent if I had a final match, which I don't. Last year, about this time, I was giving some serious thought to having one more match for my 60th birthday, one final match. And I got all kinds of great inquiries from people all across the wrestling spectrum, from the deathmatch wrestlers to WWE wrestlers, and in AEW, MJF really had a great idea. Like, he was really sinking his teeth into some ideas, and we met top secret meeting, no photos even available to prove there was a meeting, so you have to take my word. We met. He's got some great ideas. He really did. If I could have pulled it off, I think I may have gone in that direction. It would have been epic. I don't want to tell you what it would have been, because who knows? Maybe if I continue to drop LBs and I get down to like the 250-pound mark, maybe we can revisit the idea. So I don't want to give away too much, but he had some great ideas. I think it would have gone down really well with wrestling fans, meant something different, emotional, really captivating, and largely because of him. But I'd be part of that deal too. So MJF, I wish I could do it. The Battle of Long Island. Can you imagine that, Nassau Coliseum? The Battle of Long Island. Oh, it would be epic. But alas, at this point, it does not seem like it's meant to be. But that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. I'm Mick Foley. Have a nice day.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you, Mick, for doing that. But Mick Foley against MJF would be an amazing match.
It'd be a hell of an attraction, I think. I think it'd bring a lot of people in. And it's something, I think, Teddy, that AEW desperately needs. They need some big attraction type things to take place to bring eyes to the product.
That's a great idea, I'm telling you. But, I look at it like this, and God knows I love Mick Foley. I have the utmost respect for him. But what Mick will do, he will get out there and he will give it 100% his all in all. And this is my opinion. I just don't think his body is in shape to be taking all that stuff that he took 5 years ago.
No.
So, but Nick will take it and he will hurt himself just to prove, that he can. So I just don't want Nick to hurt himself, trying to prove a point. But
no, and Teddy, as you were saying that, I don't mean to interrupt you, but as you're saying that, it makes me think about Sabu. And, what he did, he couldn't quit, performing and putting his body through things he shouldn't be doing anymore. So that is a real scare.
And that's what Mick would do. He would go give it 100, his all in all. And
and you know what? He would put MJF over.
Oh, of course he would. He ain't got no problem about that. He understands this business very well.
Yeah, there's a man who didn't really carry a title that much at all, but was one of the most well-known, lovable characters that we were talking about earlier.
He didn't care nothing about being world champion and all that.
No. Mick, thank you for doing that, and have a nice day.